Henlo friends, and welcome back to the Next Level Arcade Club channel. We're doing a little bit of a lazy video today. Not lazy in the sense that didn't do much for it. That's quite the opposite. I'm showing you basically the stuff I've been working on for the last maybe like 2 weeks or so. Obviously, I will go into like work that I've been doing like since I have the project started. And what I want to talk to you about today is basically like if you have an old PC, maybe that was it like for me. I bought a new PC and didn't know what to do with the old PC. So I was thinking, I did have a little Synology NAS that I never really used that much because it was just way too slow. And I was thinking maybe I could turn my old PC into a little NAS server. And yeah, basically I have that right now. I stuck a bunch of hard drives in it. And then I was choosing the right operating system for my NAS, and I did come across something that's called Unraid. So there's a few different operating systems. I chose Unraid. There's also I think TrueNAS and Proxmox, and Unraid is the sort of distribution that you can use if you only want to have one server, if you don't need to have it like in a cluster, and if you want it to be like a development and easy access home use kind of thing, and you don't want it to be too locked down where you need to configure too many different things, you just want to have it set up and go, that's Unraid for you. And what does Unraid do? So basically the way it works is you install it on a memory stick or a USB thumb drive, and it will boot from the thumb drive, and then you can set up your basically RAID arrays. Or it's not really RAID, they don't use a classical RAID, so you don't need like a RAID card for it or anything. It is all handled within software. It also supports ZFS if you're interested in that, but basically you can make an array with however many devices you want to make. You just have to keep in mind that whichever drive is the biggest, one of them needs to be the parity drive, and you need to have at least one parity drive. So let's say in my case, let's have a look at how it's with me. I have with my array, I have these 2 terabyte SSDs right here, and I have two 1 terabytes. So 2 terabyte is my biggest drive. So one 2 terabyte drive needs to be reserved for parity. So on this screenshot you can see that his parity drive is a 12 terabyte as well. And all the smaller drives, they don't need extra parity or anything. You just need one of the biggest drives reserved for parity. And the good thing about it, compared to like a regular old school NAS, is that you can also run applications in a container format that is called Docker. So you can think of it like a little store where you just click on your applications and they will install, and you can configure them really easily. I can show that later. So then you will have like different applications running on your network that you can access, and you can even like use GPUs and stuff. So I did have 1070 Ti that I started to use in a NAS, and eventually I even upgraded it. It's really cool that you can use the GPU in your NAS. You can assign it basically to a VM. You can also run VMs, so that's one thing. You can install it to a VM and pass through your GPU to the VM and use it that way. Or the cooler thing is if you let Docker use your VMs, your GPU. That's what I did. You can see these are the applications that I've set up. And every application will have different like environment variables. For instance, this is a path that I passed through, so you can pass through paths on your NAS to paths on the container. So this is where all my TV series are stored, and once I am in the container, this is the path that I will be able to access them. So, and I do have like different applications here. For example, just one thing that you can install yourself really quick in your home network is something like this application here. Do you remember this like YouTube to MP3 converter? So let's say this is like your own private little YouTube to MP3 converter thing, or even video download thing that is running on your network just for you. You don't need to share it with anyone, you don't need to get any ads, your website usage doesn't get tracked and stuff, so it's all private for you. I can even choose to I just want the audio or the video or just the thumbnail even. So let's say I have this link and I want the audio of this, and it automatically downloads it to a certain folder that I've set up on my NAS. And see, it's downloading now, converting, and that's it done. So either I can add it to my media application that I have on my NAS, or I can just download it. If I want a copy for myself, I can download it here if I wanted to. So that's just one of the examples of the stuff that you can do. I also have like a little GitLab here to store source code that I've written. This is my backup server. I have a little BitTorrent thing going on here. Oh, I can't access this at the moment. Need to read the password. Anyway, I can do all sorts of things, can download stuff to the NAS. I have a little web server with different stuff that I'm trying out running, and it's pretty cool. So one thing, what is the main topic of this video, I guess, is that I found this application here. It's called ROM. So what is ROM? ROM is like your Netflix for ROM, basically. So you can think of it if you have your ROM collection, then you can install this to your NAS, and it will like sort and organize all those ROMs and enrich them and give you like an interface where you can select them, download them, or even like play them in most cases. So you can play it like in the browser up to PlayStation 1 and Saturn and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And it also helps you to like organize all the ROMs. So let's say you've been playing all your ROMs locally so far, and you want to have a central repository of all your ROMs. So I have, for example, this is my ROM setup here. You can see that I've already imported 1.5 terabytes of data, and either I download the ROMs directly on the NAS and put them in the folder that the ROM is looking for, or let's say if it was the case that I had everything on my PC and I wanted to have it on my NAS, then I can just simply upload ROMs. So I have a bunch of files prepared here. They're PSP ROMs, and so I'm gonna upload them right now to let you know what it looks like. So I have around 80 gigabytes worth of files right here. So I'm up. Oh, hang on. I need to check the platform, which is PlayStation or PSP, I guess. Minis. PlayStation Portable. So you need to choose the right console, and then I can upload the ROMs, and you can see that it will upload these files right now, and once they are uploaded, I can enrich them with metadata. So this application, it gets its metadata from different sources. I can show this right here. Edit. So anyway, you can see that, what did I want to show you? All these options, right? These are the like paths that it needs, and these are the APIs. So I haven't used all of them yet. IGDB, I've had some problems making an account so far. And the Screenscaper, Moby Games, I didn't use that because it costs. And Steam Grid, Retro Achievements, and then it's like Launchbox Play Match. This is enabled by default. Flashpoint. How long to use? I see you. I can just enable this, for example. So now I should get the information on how long it takes to beat. This is enabled. This is enabled. So let's enable that. It's a little bit stupid because it means that it does restart here. It does restart the container now, of course. So it's taking quite a bit of time, but I think we will be done soon. So I did think about why don't I add retro achievements while I'm at it, to show you how stuff like this is usually done. So if it asks like for an API key, you will usually have to have an account. So I will need to set this up, but I will do this on another screen right here. Hang on, guys. Let's... sorry, guys. I will need to do this off screen right now. So I enter my email address and my password. Yes and yes. So I need to confirm my email right now. That's I'm sure you know how to do this stuff. So right, my Retro Achievements account is created. So let's go back to this. So sign in. All right. Remember me. And usually API settings are within your profile. So, or somewhere. Created tickets, history, messages, settings. Maybe it's in settings. Locale. Let's put that to English, yes. Yes. Hide missable achievements. Enable beta. Yes, why not? Here we have the API key. So luckily it doesn't display the whole thing right here, otherwise I would be screwed already. So usually Now I need to put this API key into the settings. It says right here, Steam Grid API key. Let's just Steam Grid Retro Achievements. Alright, we're good. Now we have it entered here, but before we restart again, we want to make sure these ROMs are uploaded, so let's wait another 5 minutes or so. So guys, we are finally done. You can see all the ROMs have uploaded now. And it has already started a scan, so that's good. Oh, it already checked my retro achievement stuff, even though I didn't save it yet. I still need to apply this. So what we can do now is, after it has restarted, what we can do now is we have all the sources here, and we can say we want to scan the games that we just imported, and then we can do a quick scan. Quick scan means new games only, so only the games that it hasn't found yet, and it will list them right here. We can also run another scan, which is the update metadata to enrich our collection even more. So if we go on an entry now, we can see cover art, even a video or at least a screenshot of it. Alright, and this is the retro achievements ID, hashes ID, screenscaper. We can manage our save data here, and also we can track how we've played it, how difficult we found it, how good we found it, how much we completed it. Really make whole science out of it, and we can even play games, even PlayStation Portable. Apparently, oh look, there's something maybe that I need to set up still for PlayStation Portable. So anyway, let's go to something that we can play, like Game Boy. So let's choose a Game Boy game like Spider-Man right here and play it. So this is the integrated emulator.js thing, and we can see we have like a whole bunch of options. This whole thing is running in the browser, so we can either scale, and it looks like this, or we can do the saber thing, or we can just do scale lines. And then I think we can also backend core options. We can choose the palette. So Game Boy Color. Example, we can internal. We can really get the internal look of the Game Boy going, how it is. And for some emulators you can even choose different cores. So if you have like certain games that run better. So hello, Parker Residence. You can see we can play Game Boy here. So here we are playing Game Boy game. And I think it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Don't you think? As good as it looks on YouTube. Of course, it's emulation. Not every game will be perfect. Not every console. But I have another solution for the consoles that I can't play. So let's pause this. Yeah, that's one thing. One thing. So the other thing I wanted to set up was the software called Sunshine. I recently came across this, and apparently this allows you to stream games, just like Parsec, but the cool thing is I can run it as a Docker. And it has like apps for smart TVs available, Android setup boxes, for the Xbox, for the PS Vita even. That's cool. Maybe I'll get myself a PS Vita. Nintendo 3DS, new, I have one. I could run this. That would be cool. I would have my whole... Yeah, let's do that. This is going to be a follow-up video. Trying out the different clients. Anyway, so I went to community applications in my Unraid, and I found a Sunshine container, and this is the one that I tried to set up. But then I found that it hasn't all the stuff included that you need to fully run it. And anyway, I did find this Docker to be much better. It has even a little desktop like included with it and stuff. And yeah, so basically, let me show you this. It's the Steam headless container, and you can see that I have a full little desktop here available. This is accessing it through VNC, so this isn't like meant for gaming. I don't have any audio here too. So if I wanna game on it, I can open my Moonlight client and connect to it that way. I go to Steam Headless, I open Steam. Oh no, it is running as a window. Right, I set it up. Alright, this is our little gaming VM basically. So I did install a few games, but just for simplicity's sake, let's say I want to run GTA San Andreas. The thing is, the loading times aren't the best actually, and so having a small game like GTA San Andreas is easier to show right now. So even that will take a little bit of time to launch. So while this is running, while we are running the game, we can also use the Docker for other applications, like let's put that to the side real quick. And I guess I will make multiple video. Right here, we can use at the same time as GTA is running or will be running, we can use editing software, for example. And do I have a project open? Open project? No. But I can just upload a video real quick. Auto file save exists. Yes, recover. Alright, we have one video prepared here. I can just... it is even rendering, I think. No, it's not rendering. I can just put it to rendering. File, render. And I will choose hardware accelerated, so it hits the GPU at the same time. Let's do it Untitled 2. And let's render it. So we can see that this is running as well at the same time. And of course, we are still playing games, possibly at the same time. So we are still playing Game Boy games while rendering a video and running GTA. Oh, I think it's getting confused. Sorry, I can't use the controller. It was just like, anyway. So let's, can we run GTA again, please? Play. So just to show you guys, let's fast forward a little bit so we can actually see it all running once. So there we have it, guys. We are starting into GTA. I have a save game ready. And we are still rendering video at the same time and also running this local emulator. This is running possibly on my client, in the browser in my client. That's just it. This is not really done by the server, but what is done is if we can also run update metadata scan, and this will usually take a really long time. We could also be downloading more ROMs at the same time or doing a backup or whatever. But it is a cool thing. Oh, it did crash, I think. It did crash, sorry. I did play it, you can play it, obviously. So just to finish the video and to show you that it is actually working, I am now booted into the game and I will hit render right here on the NAS. Hang on. Render to file. Hang on. Render to file. Alright. So you can see already exists overwrite. It is starting to render now. And we can also check this NVIDIA SMI. We can see that Steam is accessing it. This is Wine Explorer, GTA San Andreas, Melt 7. I think this is the render. And yeah, that's basically it. Have a play it just to show it. It has started rendering now. We can see everything is hitting at once, and let's see that it is still running smoothly. Obviously, if it wasn't just such a light game, it could be a little bit of a problem to render a video at once. Alright, this is a little hiccup. Okay, that's okay. It is possibly down to access of the hard drive. So usually once it is loaded, it is alright. And they found that at first, it's because of the phone call, possibly. So you can see right now, after this initial hiccup, it is playable. And I've also played, what did I play? That ran alright. I think Mafia didn't load, but what was the other game that I tried? Modern one. I think it was, what was it? I don't remember. So, there you have it, guys. That's really it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stuff. And yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye. See you.